what's up? This is Jordan Wagner with PremierGuitar.com, and I'm here today with the new Tweaker 88 from Egnater. Now, the Tweaker line's always been about big tone in a small package with a small amount of wattage, such as the original Tweaker at 15 watts and the Tweaker 40 naturally at 40 watts. So the 88 kind of it has the same sort of mentality at getting a really great tone at lower volumes, but also has the ability to have more punch and more definition and, of course, obviously more volume than its other two brethren have. So at the heart of this amp, which is completely tubed by the way, are four 12AX7 preamp tubes and a duet of KT88 power tubes. And KT88s are a power tube that more commonly used in bass amps and high-grade audiophile equipment because they're a very clean tube, they're very big sounding, they have a very expansive bass range, and they're hard to distort. And country players and guys like that who like a clean tone like KT88s for that sort of reason, but metal players love them too because they just give a really killer, huge low-end bass tone. The Tweaker 88 is two channels. You have a rhythm and a lead channel. Has a shared 3-band EQ, which you can change the voicing of the tone stack with. So you have a USA voicing, an American one, which is cleaner and crisper and kind of has that bright, tight American sound to it. AC, which is kind of in the vein of an AC30, a kind of a softer, spongier, but a bold tone. And then British, which is very characteristic of a JCM 800-esque type tone, so it's kind of got the kind of a stinging high end and that raunchy mid-range that we all know and love. Over here, which is definitely where the Tweaker name definitely comes into, is where you can change the gain structure and voicing for each channel. So you've got rhythm, and this knob right here adjusts the both of these knobs adjust the amount of gain for either channel. But starting here for rhythm, you have a tightness, or actually a switch to adjust the tightness or add depth to the signal, engage a bright mode or go back to normal, and then you have a clean and hot switch, which adds a good wallop of gain to it, or off if you so desire, and then a normal or a mid cut. And so you can cut the mids, and this is especially useful when you're using a voicing such as the USA mode, where you want to kind of get something a little bit more in the vein of an old Fender blackface type tone. Over to lead, you have a tight and a deep as well, bright and normal, hot and clean, and a mid-cut and normal if you want to get kind of a scooped metal or rock tone out of it. So moving over to this side of the amp, we're starting here where the master volumes are for each channel. Next to each one is a switch for vintage and modern. And vintage kind of flattens out the mid-range, actually flattens out all the frequencies pretty well and boosts the mid-range a little bit. Modern scoops it out a little bit and boosts the low end and the high end, so you get a lot more very present, immediate type sound with a quicker attack. And then there is an assignable boost section, and this is really cool. You can change or each channel has its own foot switchable boost, or you can also engage it right here from the front of the amp if you so desire. But it's really cool because you can assign how the boost reacts to the tone. So if you want just a basic clean boost, you would flip the switch up. So we have boost for rhythm channel, boost for lead channel. And we want a clean boost. Or you can just have it completely off. Or you can go to a gain boost, which will goose the front end of the amp a little bit, and if you're running a very already distorted sound and you want something that's just going to give you a juicier lead tone and you just need that little bit of extra overdrive to kind of push it over to the edge, this is really great. And it's variable, so you can cut it even if you want to. If you want to set it for a clean boost, but you want to be able to switch on the boost so it cuts the volume of your amp down a little bit, if you want to kind of slide back into the pocket and let the rest of the band take over, you can set this low, set it for clean, and then hit the switch or activate it right here and bring yourself out of the mix a little bit. Obviously an awful lot to the Tweaker 88. I'd love to go into a lot more detail describing everything that it can do, but you're obviously not watching the video to listen to me talk. So I'm going to go ahead and play some stuff with the amp right now. I'm using this Fender Classic Player Series Strat, and I have a 2011 Gibson Les Paul Traditional right here that I will be demonstrating some other tones with as well. So there you have it. That's Egnater's new Tweaker 88. The street price on the head is $8.99, and you can read my full review in much greater detail in the upcoming December issue of Premier Guitar, and for free online at premierguitar.com. So again, this is Jordan Wagner, and thanks for watching.